The silent crisis. The invisible enemy that's killing your pet. Did you know that the grass your dog happily rolls on could be slowly poisoning him? Or that the food you so lovingly offer may contain ingredients no living being should ingest? The truth is harsh, but it needs to be said. We're surrounding our pets with invisible poisons, and we don't even realize it. They trust us with their lives, but the modern world has become a silent minefield. Pesticides in lawns, chemicals in food, synthetic perfumes, scented candles, cleaning products, electromagnetic fields. All of this is accumulating in your furry companion's body like a ticking time bomb. But how did it all start? In the 1990s, an American veterinarian noticed a dramatic increase in cancer cases in dogs living in urban areas. All the pets had one thing in common: continuous exposure to lawns treated with pesticides. And that was just the tip of the iceberg. What seemed like paranoia has become a statistic. Today, 1 in 2 dogs over 10 years old will develop some form of cancer. And it doesn't stop there. Most commercial foods are made with byproducts left over from the human food industry: ground bones, the remains of diseased animals, petroleum-based preservatives, and even dyes used in paints. Meanwhile, our pets develop chronic allergies, endless itching, digestive problems, and autoimmune diseases. And we think it's the breed or advanced age. But what if the problem is our lifestyle? Homes full of Wi-Fi, routers, microwaves, and cell phones all emit electromagnetic fields that can completely disrupt animals' nervous systems. Does your pet sleep glued to the modem or under the microwave? This could explain a lot. But before you panic, take a deep breath. There is hope. You can start by changing small things. And the first one is reading labels. If you can't pronounce the ingredients in food or treats, maybe you shouldn't give them to your dog. You can also use a natural detoxifier on a daily basis, such as liquid chlorophyll or activated charcoal, always with professional guidance. These are small steps that help reduce the accumulation of toxins in your dog's body. Another powerful weapon is real food. Cooking for your dog, or at least supplementing their diet with natural foods like pumpkin, carrots, and turmeric, strengthens their liver and immune system. And lawns? Never again? No, but avoid newly tended lawns, and if possible, teach your pet not to lick their paws after walks. A damp cloth with diluted apple cider vinegar can be a lifesaver. And what about electromagnetic fields? Keep your pet's bed away from electronic devices. At night, turn off the Wi-Fi. It may seem like a small thing, but their deep rest will thank you. All of this may seem like overkill until you realize that their strange behavior, their unusual fatigue, their hair loss were a silent cry for help. Few people know, but the collapse of our pets' health is directly linked to an imbalance in the gut microbiota, the so-called second brain of dogs and cats. When this beneficial flora is destroyed by excessive antibiotics, ultra-processed foods, or even tap water containing chlorine and fluoride, animals become vulnerable to infections, allergies, anxiety, and even depression. Yes, your pet may be depressed. And it's no big deal. Recent studies show real changes in neurotransmitters such as serotonin in dogs exposed to toxic and stressful environments for prolonged periods. What's more, even vaccines, when administered without individualized criteria, can overwhelm the immune system. The intention is to protect, but in many cases, excess vaccination triggers autoimmune diseases. Have you ever seen your pet change behavior after a vaccine? Or suddenly start itching? These subtle signs are often ignored, but their body is trying to communicate. Now, breathe, because there's something even more alarming. Synthetic perfumes and cleaning products like disinfectants, bleaches, and air fresheners release compounds called VOCs, Volatile Organic Compounds. They remain suspended in the air and, because they're heavier, accumulate right where your pet lives, on the ground.
the place where they lie, breathe, lick the floor, and sleep. And then you connect the dots. Why do so many pets have respiratory cancer? But the good news is that nature still offers everything your pet needs to rebalance. Medicinal plants like chamomile, rosemary, and peppermint can be used in natural sprays that purify the air and calm the environment without causing toxicity. Want to go a step further? Introduce the concept of natural environmental enrichment. Let your dog play with clean twigs, dry leaves, and natural scents. This activates their brain, reduces stress, and improves their immunity. And what's more, walk on nature trails with feet and paws in contact. Direct contact with the earth allows the exchange of electrons with the soil, known as grounding, which neutralizes free radicals and reduces inflammation. Simple, free, and highly effective. Ironic, isn't it? The more we advance technologically, the more we need to return to basics to keep our pets healthy. And perhaps the greatest cure of all is what the modern world tries to steal from us: quality time. Fewer screens, more affection. Fewer processed products, more real food. Fewer invisible poisons, more awareness. They don't speak, but they feel everything. Your pet doesn't need luxury. They just need you, attentive. Your pet can't choose what they eat or where they live, but you can. And that's why this crisis must stop being silent. Are you ready to become the protector your four-legged friend needs? They would give their lives for us. It's time for us to do the same. Are you ready to see the invisible before it's too late?